Nobody invented football. That's the answer most football fans will give you. They're wrong. Somebody did invent it. Several somebodies, actually. And they argued about it for decades. There was a meeting. There were rules written on paper. There was a specific Tuesday afternoon in October 1863 when the modern game was formally decided. Most fans have watched thousands of hours of football and cannot tell you that story. You're about to be the exception. Here is exactly how it works.
People have been kicking balls since forever. Ancient China had a game called Cuju 2,000 years ago. Military training, a ball made of leather, a net on a pole. The Greeks had a version, the Romans had a version. Medieval Europe had a version where entire villages ran at each other until someone reached a landmark. No positions, no rules, occasionally fatalities. Classic. But none of that is football. That's just people kicking things, which is a different hobby. The real story starts in England, 19th century. Schools like Eton, Rugby, and Harrow each developed their own version of the game. Every school had different rules. Some allowed carrying the ball, some didn't, some allowed tripping, some actively encouraged it. When teams from different schools tried to play each other, nobody could agree on anything. Chaos, every single time. So someone had to fix it. On October 26, 1863, representatives from 11 London football clubs met at a tavern called the Freemasons' Arms. They met 6 times over 2 months. Their goal? One unified set of rules. The Football Association, the FA, still the oldest football governing body on the planet, was born in that room. Here is the dramatic part. Not everyone agreed. One representative from Blackheath wanted to keep 2 rules: hacking, kicking opponents in the shins, and carrying the ball. The others voted no. Blackheath walked out. And that walkout, that one disagreement in a pub in 1863, is effectively the moment rugby and football became 2 different sports. 1 split, 2 games, centuries of tribalism. Here is the wrinkle most people miss. The FA's 1863 rules still weren't the complete modern game. The offside rule was different. Headers weren't a recognized technique. Goalkeepers could handle the ball anywhere on the pitch. The game kept evolving through the 1860s, the 1880s, the first professional leagues, the first international match between England and Scotland in 1872. Each decade tightened the screws. Each decade, it looked a little more like what you watch today. Right now, at the 2026 World Cup, 48 nations are competing under rules that trace directly back to those 6 meetings in London. The distance between a medieval village brawl and a World Cup final is about 160 years, and one very consequential pub meeting. Football was not always football. It was chaos, then compromise, then something beautiful. A game built by argument, refined by time, and watched by billions. Whether they know that story or not, the game has not changed. You have. You're welcome. Subscribe if you enjoyed this type of content. It means a lot.